Alright, so in this video, I want to talk about the three things that were keeping me broke. Obviously, I've learned a lot in my 22 years of life, and I'm starting to get more stable. Yeah, this video is going to be super uncut, super raw, but yeah, I'm pretty much going to go over the different bad habits that I had and what I did to kind of turn those things around. Now, I'm not going to go over the typical, buying too much coffees thing, or like the buying too much clothes thing. Like, I'm gonna go over actual things that were holding me back, so you can take notes, whatever. You can also work out to this, you can clean your room, this unedited video. But yeah, the first thing that was keeping me broke for a long time was short-term thinking. Pretty much, we all have a life, we all do things. You go out with friends, you go and buy stuff, but what I was doing was I was going out without a plan. And I know this sounds like super tedious and super annoying, but I wasn't creating a freaking plan to go out, but I had no path when I was going out, especially financially. I would just go out, bring my credit card or my debit card, and just kind of swipe on whatever, right? And you definitely shouldn't be doing that. What I started to do was I started to give myself a limiter, and you need to develop discipline for this, but I would start to create like kind of like a hasty plan, like in my notes app real quick. All right, tonight I'm gonna spend $60 and all I really need is $20 for food, 25 for the movie, and then a couple bucks left to get home or if I want to buy a snack or something, right? So that's pretty much what I started to do. I was starting to create a hasty plan, open up the notes app real quick, and use that as kind of like my guidance, right? I'm not telling you to open up Google Calendar, Google Drive, and create a freaking full financial Google sheet. Like, no, you don't need to be doing that. But I was going out without anything. I just had nothing at all, and it caused me to spend like $200 to $300 in one single night, when that definitely shouldn't be the case, right? You shouldn't be spending $200 to $300 going to the movies or going out to eat. Like, especially if you have goals, financial goals specifically, and if you want to do things in your career or, build financial discipline. If you don't have much money, don't be spending like you have that type of money. Like, if you get paid $1,000 on a paycheck, why are you spending $300 on one night out? Like, that's not good to go at all. The second thing was buying clothes I didn't need, right? I would buy all these stupid like little knickknacks and clothes. I've simplified my style a bunch, and I learned that you really do not need all of these like random clothes to look good. Like, it all comes down to your physique and accessories. Like, I got these $10 glasses, this Michael Kors watch on my wrist, a cheap tattoo that I bought like a year ago, and that's all you really need, right? It's all about smelling good, looking confident, simple colors that match. Like, I have black and brown on. That's my color palette for the day. Like, if you want to look good, I'm not telling you can't, but you don't need to be buying like all these insane brands and spending $300 on a shirt. Like, that shirt is gonna get dirty just like the rest of your shirts, and you're not gonna impress much people. Like, it's not worth the money to be going all out of your way, especially if you don't make much, to be going all out of your way to buy a shirt that costs $300 or to buy a hoodie that costs $200 or something. Like, you guys get the point, right? I'm not saying don't treat yourself. Like, this video isn't a whole like save up every penny type of video. That is not the goal of this video. But you shouldn't be unnecessary with your expenses. You shouldn't be moving unnecessarily. And then the last thing for that short-term thinking, this one I bet we can all relate to. I ate 90% of my check, even though I had food at home. Like, all of us love to go out to eat. Like, I don't know what it is, but most of my check was to food. I don't know why, but it was all going to food. And you shouldn't be spending 90%. Like, I looked at my expenses once, and literally 90% of it went to food. That was crazy. Like, once I started to just buy in bulk and buy groceries and have a little bit of discipline when I'm out, I changed like 65% of my financial habits. Like, literally just going, all right, I'm gonna eat before I go out so that I don't eat too much. Or, hey, the goal is to eat out tonight. Let's do it. But let's not go to a crazy restaurant and start buying my friends foods and trying to act like I'm Santa Claus. Like, I'm gonna spend $40 on my plate tonight. And that means tomorrow night I'm not going out to eat. That means I'm gonna eat at home. You know what I mean? Like, simple, small things like that will help you succeed in the future. Like, I'm gonna go to the movies tonight. I have a chow hall. I'm in the Marine Corps. That gives me food for free, essentially. I don't pay a dime. I pay, like, out of my paycheck, apparently, but I don't see it. And yeah, it's free food. I just go and I get a to-go box as well. Put that in my fridge, go out to the movie, maybe buy like a Gatorade or something, or a snack for $5, and boom, I'm good. But yeah, the next big thing, and I kind of already touched this, but not budgeting nights out. Like, let me dive into that a little bit. Basically, the biggest thing I want to bring out in this like section is making a dummy account. So I literally, my Cash App bank account is the account that I use when I go out. Like, I'll load it up, because you can like easily load up the account. Like, it's so easy. You can load up the account with $50, right? And once you run out of that money in the Cash App, that's it. You can't spend no more, right? You need to obviously build discipline for this, because you can just simply go back to your bank account. But what I would recommend doing is removing your Apple Pay, removing your card, like leaving it at home, and then having your Cash App, having all of that on your phone, having your Cash App card if you have it physically, and just use that for the night. Once you run out, too bad, you can't really do much about it. So that's what I use. My dummy account is my Cash App. So I'll go into my notes, I'm like, hey, I need $60 for tonight. I'm gonna load my Cash App up with 60. Once I run out, that's it. It's already done. It's kind of like having cash in real life. But much of us don't use cash anymore, so you can't really use that example. But you can also just go to the bank and take out cash and just buy everything with cash. But yeah, that's pretty much the second thing. Just making a dummy account and maintaining your financial discipline. Like, it's gonna be one thing for you to watch this video and say, hey, I'm gonna do all these things, but it's another thing for you to actually execute and actually do these things that I'm explaining in the video. So far, short-term thinking, not going out with a plan, buying unnecessary clothes when you could just have a clean color palette, eating 90% of your check, making a dummy account. And on top of that, the next tip I have is having one bank account was another thing that was keeping me broke. You need to have multiple bank accounts for different things. Like I said, I have the dummy account. The dummy account is for me to go out and do dumb things. That money, I don't care if it goes away. I don't care if it disappears. I already pre-planned for that money to disappear. The next thing you want, and this is going to take some organization, like this might take a couple hours, you might even need an accountant for this, but a bills account. You want to have all your bills in one place. I used to have random bills coming out from different accounts from everywhere, and it was very stressful. It was very annoying. But having all your bills in one spot, that is gangster. Like, that is game changing. When you have all your bills one spot, you have one bank account that takes money out automatically. That's when you're like mature. That's when you have a mature financial situation, because now you have all your important money into that one account that's going to take out your bills, keep you out of debt, make sure your credit score stays good, all of that BS, you know. And then you have your checking account, your regular checking account that you have your paychecks coming through, but you don't want to use your checking account. You want to funnel your checking account. So you want to use, when you get paid, immediately you need to pay your bills. You need to get everything done, pay your credit cards off, all of that. Your checking account should be a funnel. It shouldn't be a thing you physically use. Like, I don't use my checking account. I use my dummy account. Your checking account should just be where you displace your money, where you transfer stuff, where you do different transactions. That's where it should be. That's what your checking account should be. And then your credit cards, right? I'll touch on this real quick too. My credit cards, I have one big purchase credit card, so if I'm gonna buy something big, like a laptop or something, and then I have a gas and groceries credit card. That's the one that you use less than 20%. That's the one that you pay off with every paycheck. And then the big one, that's the one where you pay it every month slowly. But what you need to do with the big one is do one big purchase at a time. If your credit limit is $5,000 and the laptop is $1,000, buy the laptop, cool. But do not buy another big thing until you finish paying that $1,000 off. And this comes back to the financial discipline. The biggest tip in this video is financial discipline, as you guys already picked up. But buy one big thing, pay it off before you even think about doing anything else. And you need to have discipline on this, because this is going to help you. Because this is where you could fall in deep. This is where you fall into the rabbit hole very fast. And then just some honorable mentions, making sure you say no to favors, especially for people that, you know, they're not going to pay you back, or they're not, you know, they're not good or whatever. Making sure that you are careful with paying for other people's stuff, like just things like that. Make sure you're careful with the group of people you hang out with, because they might not have your best interests at heart, especially financially. They might not care as much as you do about your finances. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those were the 3 things keeping me broke. It was short-term thinking, not budgeting on my nights out, and having just one bank account. Those things were screwing me up big time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I could make a part 2 about this easily. If you guys want a part 2, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.